Uh, we are here.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
All right.
Okay, so for people that are watching on mine, this is going to be episode 30 of Live from Normal Heights, and I haven't done an episode for almost 2 years now. And I'm going to introduce you to Skye, who has a YouTube channel we're also going live on, which is called
Lucid Living TV.
Lucid Living TV.
Yes.
And my Live from Normal Heights has totally been inactive forever. This is episode 30.
Okay.
And Skye, why don't we just tell the people from my channel, like, what you do on your channel?
Sure. Hey, everyone on Tim's channel. Hey, everyone on Lucid Living TV. I've been on YouTube for a while. Been going through the different stages of sharing and being very transparent with my journey, from natural hair to beauty, all the way into my spirituality. And ever since then, I've just always been open to my layering of growth. And I've grown my following to about 500,000 on different platforms. I've had inspirational groups and meetups and all types of things. And I still have a beautiful following till this day. And I've been checking in every now and then because I am back. And we are ready to get back into the next cycle of sharing growth.
All right.
And I see people coming in on my side.
Oh,
Maybe you
good.
introduce yourself
cool.
to my channel.
So I'm a singer-songwriter, an author. I did a podcast for just mostly the pandemic, but then I was doing it live on Facebook and live on Instagram, and I got kicked off at the same time they never told me why. Just one day I signed in on my Live from Normal Heights account on Instagram, and they said, because you violated a policy, they never told me what the policy was, we're deactivating your account. And they said you might have a month to dispute it. And then I tried to sign in on my Facebook account. It says, because you've been deactivated on your Instagram account, you're deactivated on all your Facebook accounts.
Oh my gosh. So you're one of those channels that you really speak. You're a true digger and speaker. You're different from, I don't go that deep into the conspiracy politics that you go into, like vaccinations, and you really get into politics and spirituality. Or more politics, and I think those types of content is more banned than like...
Well, what happened, the reason I started the podcast is because of the lockdown. I wasn't going to lock down. I didn't have one day that I social distanced.
Yeah.
I worked every day through the pandemic. So I started my podcast like the week we locked down in 2020.
Okay.
March. So we had people come into my living room and with no masks, no social distancing.
Oh.
I had up to 10 people.
So you were already breaking the rules.
So the whole pandemic, we did 30 episodes.
You couldn't do that without masks publicly.
Yeah. So we did it all here in my room.
Okay, I hear you now. Now I understand.
And one time we had up to 10 people on the show.
Yeah.
We had a band.
During COVID.
Yeah. And as soon as they released the vaccines in 21, shortly after that is when we got kicked off of Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Because we asked people, are you going to take the vaccine? And everyone on our show was like, no, we're not going to. Why would we take the vaccine?
You were banned
we all have immunity because we all got COVID because we all didn't social distance.
Well, now we're here. Let's speak in positive. You're back.
So now we're back.
And Tim is a very good friend of mine. We met back for New Year's 2022.
Okay.
I touched down in San Diego, leaving the East Coast during the pandemic 2021.
And you don't have to talk. You can talk like normal because they picks it up.
Oh, I think it's because I'm far away. And I feel like I need to. I'm yelling.
You can just talk like you're talking to me.
Okay, Tim. Oh gosh. Okay.
My mom does that on phones.
Oh gosh.
When she talks, she goes, "Hello, are you over? Are you doing?" I'm like, "Mom, I can hear you. I can hear you on the phone."
Okay, Tim. I'll go into my singing mode.
I'm just playing.
My artistry mode. So anyway, Tim and we met in 2022 at a karaoke party for New Year's, and he's so eclectic. He's just Tim. And I'm me, and we just clicked, and we stayed in touch. And anytime I'm in San Diego, because I was living here at the time when we met, he always hosts me. Yeah. And, like, a lot of them know my situation right now, and we're not going to get into that. But Tim is being very gracious enough to host me again for a little while. So We're here, Tim.
Yeah.
And I titled mine, and hi, Facebook people, for Tim, How to Lucid Dream, and we're going to get into stuff
okay,
like
we'll start
that.
with that. We'll start with that.
But I know that, let's just start off maybe with the inspirational part of the Buddhist practice of the chanting, because I am not a Buddhist, and I am becoming or into the field and the crew of the Buddhist people who have embraced me very much for these past 2 weeks, and my life has already changed. So I didn't know the way that you broke down just the importance of, or even the background of Buddhism within itself. If you would like to kind of like ease into your belief system, so that they can just get to know your core self, that would be nice.
So I started practicing Buddhism because my mom started when I was 11 months old in 72 in Laguna Beach. She was a hippie, and she started because she was searching for the truth. She tried Hare Krishna before that, which they have a temple in Laguna Beach, and she used to make habacorn chips, which are now famous all over the world.
Okay.
And so she started chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, which is the final teachings of Buddhism. And Nam Myoho Renge Kyo means to become one with the wondrous law of the lotus blossom.
I have.
Well, oh, you have the thing?
Yeah, I had to read it for a little while because it took me a while to get used to it. So it's Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yeah.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
So actually my novel, this is the cover of my novel. My novel is about a young punk rock kid, which I was. When I started really practicing, I was about 10 or 12 years old, consistently. And I was a punk rock kid, so the novel is about a punk rock kid who finds Buddhism, but I change it around. It's a semi-autobiographical novel called Myth Shattering.
Okay.
But Buddhism started way back in India, and the historical Buddha realized through self-hypnosis that he had learned Buddhist teachings from many different planets throughout the universe. And Buddhism is the only religion that doesn't have a beginning or an end. We believe that the universe, no matter how far you go out, past every galaxy you go past, you're going to keep going past more galaxies. And what the scientists think of as the Big Bang is just one little segment of the multiverse. And maybe that's, in their mind, it's expanding, so they think it started with a single bang. I think it's maybe expanding in one area, and maybe other areas of the universe are contracting and other areas are expanding, but maybe it's just breathing. Mm-hmm. And we're seeing the exhale right now, or what would be the inhale? Expansion?
Yeah, I think we're in an expansion mode.
We're seeing the inhale of the universe, so it seems like it's expanding.
Inner implosion expansion mode.
Maybe.
Like we're descending in ourselves, coming from our minds into our bodies, fulfilling our solar bodies within these avatars. Instead of being in our minds, we could become flesh again and real humans again, and get away from the tech and more into ourselves. So that's the inner core. And then I think the world and the basis of this life is expanding more, as it should, at least. So the university is expanding.
What have you all ever thought about the Big Bang? Did you ever think that was possible?
I've always felt like that was like a white man's explanation of whatever.
It was
no, seriously. Like,
yeah, it was
Big Bang, and
it was
like, okay.
It was the person who first came up with that idea. He was a Jesuit, which means he wants to prove that there's a beginning, like in Christianity.
Proving that there's a beginning. Well,
I don't believe in a beginning or an ending, and if anything, everything goes through cycles. It just disintegrates and regenerates.
Right.
As star systems are blowing up and other ones are being born. So it's always a constant birth and regeneration.
In the agnostic teachings, they do believe in a second echelon of a demiurge or an archonic energy that is not from the first level of source. They are birthed from the second level of something that came from source into a space of their own, playing as gods and so on, from second level source, and maybe they're the Big Bang. Okay. Their beginning is from just a second or another level of something that is infinite, and they have this belief system of their beginning, possibly.
So in Buddhism, we believe that any sentient being has the potential to become a Buddha. Even a cat, a dog. It's just they have to they have to get to a life where they can actually chant. So they're going to have to reincarnate eventually to get to, but everything reincarnates. So I know, because I did past life regression. I've lived many lives on this planet, but I've also I've lived on other star systems throughout the universe, and I don't believe I'll ever get to the point where I want to finish living. But some religions, that's the goal, is to stay in heaven forever or burn in hell forever, which to me,
but it's interesting.
Either one would seem super boring.
Yeah, because when you're in heaven for too long,
you
end up burning. I think it's too much light. You know how you go into the light, but then if there's nothing after that, it becomes a burning sensation. I don't know if you know, but if you freeze over, even the sensation of freezing turns into a burning sensation as if you were on fire. So if you get too cold, you end up feeling like you're burning in hell. Like I think it all brings you back to hell when you're in a space too long without any transitional growth or hope that there is another space from what you're into for so long. Even if it's too much darkness, it gets damp, it gets moldy, it gets a sense of a low vibrational point where you have to imagine a world because you can't see one, and then you have to deal with your inner demons that project themselves outwardly in the darkness.
For my idea, for Buddhist ideas, we raise our life condition as I was telling you earlier. Like, there's the lowest life condition is hell. So it goes hell, hunger, animality, anger, tranquility, learning, or heaven, learning, realization, altruism or bodhisattva, and then enlightenment or Buddhahood. So as you raise up your life state at a higher frequency, you're going to always want to come back. It's only when you're in a lower life state where you feel like you want to destroy your life and end it and go to some fantasy land where you're going to always be blissful.
So when you feel like there's no movement from being at the so-called bottom, if we want to operate in a linear form of saying up there and down here, even though it's a spiral form, you feel that most people have disparity when they feel like they have to rise up versus you feel like traveling is easier when it comes from, I've reached this point and an enlightenment point and now I can travel in different versions of myself easier? Or if you're from the bottom, is it hard to just get the drive to move in any direction?
Those 10 states of life we call the 10 worlds in Buddhism. It's not like you're ever stay in one. Like today I could have been in the world of anger, and then all of a sudden I got a massage and now I'm in the state of tranquility.
Well, can you explain really quickly before the 0 to 1,000?
Okay, yeah.
In really quickly.
So I was basing this on. I think I have the book right here. Oh no, I don't have the book right here.
And hey, everybody coming in. Someone says we're filming on a Nokia. I don't know how they know that.
On a Nokia.
How do they know that?
What's a Nokia?
A phone. Is this a Nokia? This is one of your phones.
That phone is an LG phone.
I don't know. I just saw that. I'm like, who puts that in?
I've never read any comments while doing the show.
Just like, how do they know that? Like,
that's why I put the camera far away from me because I don't even want to read it.
Peace, y'all just joking. I'm just trying to catch up with the comments. But go ahead.
Because it's just so hard to read comments. I never read comments while I'm live.
Oh, we have people stupid in the comments too, saying stupid things.
That's why I never look at my comments.
Okay.
Luckily, I don't have any followers anymore because I got kicked off Instagram and Facebook.
Right. And this is also late night on East Coast and other places. But please go ahead. People will see this tomorrow. So, where were we? Oh, 0 to 1,000.
So you can look at life like a dimmer switch on a light bulb. So the lowest life state, I don't even want to go through the 1,000 like that. That was just my idea of it.
Okay.
That wasn't actually a Buddhist idea. That was from another doctor. What's his name? He talks about muscle testing and seeing the frequency of things, and the book's called Power versus Force. So I was trying to relate that to the 10 worlds. But the 10 worlds are basically, it's like having a dimmer switch in your life at the world of hell while you're in the state of hell. And anyone can be in the state of hell, no matter what they've gone through in their life. They can be at the state of hell. Your light, it's like your life force is all the way down to dim, so you're dark. Mm-hmm. You're not affecting other people; they're affecting you.
Okay.
So everything seems to be negative because everything's affecting you.
So you're
easy.
The influence is stronger, and you are swept away most likely by the influence around you.
Yeah.
Instead of.
But when you get hell, and then it's a little higher frequency hunger, next frequency animality, next frequency anger. Those 4 lower worlds are what a lot of people stay in throughout the day, and they search for the higher states, which is tranquility or humanity and heaven. But most religions only want to go to that frequency, and in Buddhism, that's only the 6th stage. So then once you've experienced heaven and you've experienced tranquility.
But what is heaven to you before we even get past? Because we all have our different.
Okay, so heaven is a very temporary state. Mm-hmm. It's a state of just elation. So sometimes you can be in heaven when you're making love to someone. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sometimes you can be in heaven when I'm performing in front of a big audience, and I'm just blasting, and I could feel the people just going like, "Oh, this performance is that." At that point, I'm in a state of heaven.
In a state of heaven.
It's a rapture state.
A state of joy, even.
Yeah, possibly. But it's always temporary. Mm-hmm. Because it's always based on external stimulus.
Gotcha.
Where if you raise above that, which is the state of learning, where you're desiring to improve yourself by reading other people's works, studying other people's work, that's a state that I'm more often in.
Yeah. It's more of a hermetic state. That's what I call it. It's getting back into the thirst for knowledge, for wisdom, but in the cyclical point of view in which you are ready for a new beginning of learning. Because when you get to heaven, you feel like you've learned everything.
Well, heaven is just
right, because you've gotten to a point of maturity in yourself.
Yeah, but it's just a temporary, based on something that's going on around you.
Right.
But learning is a state of you're seeking something that's not here. Uh-huh. It's something to but it's not
drive you.
It's not like a hunger. Hunger is where I just need more money. I need more food. I need more sex. I need more whatever you need. You feel like lacking.
Yeah.
Where learning, you just feel like you're wanting to expand yourself, but it's not based on external stimulus. You're going to find the teachings you need for your life. You're seeking that. And that state is more, to me, more incredible than heaven is just a temporary
So on
state.
The scale, that's more of like 700?
Yeah. So that's like the light. And then you also could teach people with everything you've learned.
Yes.
And then the next state above that is realization, which the self-realization fellowship was my dad was all into. Uh-huh. That was their goal, to get to realization, self-realization.
And again, this is above heaven.
So learning is above heaven. And then realization is above that. So that's where the self-realization fellowship my dad was all into. Okay. Wanted to get to realization. But realization, you learn, you basically came to the conclusions of everything you wanted to learn, and you're like, aha. I get it now. Whenever you get to that point about anything, you see the light, and you're like, finally, and that's such a satisfying thing.
So that would be a more satisfying and comfortable space for that level of person versus apathetic and not being numb to the world, possibly because they've reached an aha. Yeah. It's more of a satisfaction.
Yeah, because You've tried to learn. You've seeked the answers, and then all of a sudden, bam! You got it. Like when Einstein discovered E equals MC squared. Mm-hmm. It's like he's been working all this life to try to figure out something that makes sense to explain reality, and then he finally figured out energy equals the square root of the speed of light.
I think in a state of heaven, going lower than what we're talking about. Actually, you know what apathetic means. It means when you become numb and everything is not boring, but you're just here for whatever. I think heaven is that space that brings that lower vibrational feeling down if you're not going in the spiral of growth into what you said, the realization point of view and things like that. If you don't go beyond the heaven part, I think the apathetic part is what captures people's soul in heaven, bring them back or to a point of hell, possibly.
Yeah, you're going to always bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
But the higher your state is, the more likely you are to affect your surroundings positively. Okay. Where in the lower worlds, you're being influenced by everything around you.
Gotcha.
So when you're in the world of hell, it's because something's outside of you has
has a handle on
It has
it.
And
And
hunger,
it could be
same.
it could be
all
be
those
a possible good influence and
Yeah.
movement in hell, I guess.
So in the 10 worlds, we say that in the 10 worlds you have the possession of the other 10 worlds. So in the state of hell, you can tap into your Buddha's nature, which is the top 10 life state.
Yeah.
Or your desire to learn, and within that state of hell, you can be in the desiring learning. So in every state, you have all the other 10 worlds. But okay, let's go above realization. So in Buddhism, the goal is to become a bodhisattva, which is above realization. Once you've already realized everything and you've learned everything.
And this is, we're at 900 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would, if it's a frequency, 900 frequency and 800 to 900 frequency, where you already feel like you have everything you need.
Yeah.
All you want to do is to try to help other people have the happiness you have.
Yes. Okay.
Which is the state of bodhisattva, or the state of altruism. So that, to me, is so much more expansive than just wanting to learn and wanting to... You've already done a lot of learning, you've done a lot of realization. Now all you desire is to help other people to feel the happiness you feel.
And that really feels good when you're doing that.
Oh, it's incredible.
I understand that state, because that state has brought me lots of happiness.
Like while you're teaching people.
Yes, I feel good. I feel
that's an altruistic thing.
Of happiness when I do that.
When you're teaching people.
Yeah, I really do.
But above that is a state of enlightenment, which would be 900 to 1,000 if it's on a frequency of 1,000.
And how is enlightenment different from heaven?
Because heaven is just based on external stimulus.
And what is enlightenment then?
So enlightenment is a state of complete awareness that you are the oneness and consciousness of all things, and this universe is actually a reflection of your life. And everyone in this world
so now
is
we
now a
enter
reflection.
the dream. Because when we dream, if we're enlightened when we're not sleeping, the world becomes like a dream if you have the influence and the reflection of your enlightenment in your own life.
Keep talking. I'm going to get a drink because I forgot to get a drink.
Oh, and I have a drink and I forgot I had one.
Do you want to take this one?
No, I got this.
I just want to grab a drink real quick. I'm like...
Yeah, and let me just say hey to people. And my voice is getting better. It's coming back. So I was screaming. I tend to do that.
Okay.
When I don't have to.
The great thing is you don't have to be... The 10 worlds comes out of people naturally.
Yeah, okay.
So when someone chants Nomi Horengekyo, which is to become one with the wondrous law of the lotus blossom, what happens is they naturally... My stepdad, his natural state is anger. More often than not...
Oh, his natural state is anger.
He will... No matter how good things are going or how bad things are going, he'll go back to anger so often. That's his dominant state. My dominant state is learning. I love learning.
Okay.
That's why I went 10 years to junior college, to 7 different junior colleges.
But knowing you...
And then I went to a university for 4 years.
First of all, can I reveal how youthfully elder you are?
Uh-huh.
He is 54 years old, by the way. We went to a skating rink, and he's skating backwards on one foot on glow-in-the-dark skates at 54. First of all, so I just need
I didn't do any handstands on my skates, but I usually do cartwheels on my skates too.
And I haven't skated in so long. I'm just going forward because I'm just remembering how to skate. But like, I'm saying that because based upon how I know you in your 50s and not in the past or when you were younger, you seem like a very free-spirited, eccentric, moment by moment in your happy world type person that you seem... Learning seems to be like a different dimension from that Tim that I know. For some reason. It feels like you're just in a state of like constant in the moment type fun for yourself, even when you're working. If you're driving, you put on the right
podcast,
right, but you're making sure that you're stimulating yourself enough
learning.
to be happy.
I
should say.
Yeah.
So even when you're learning, you have to be happy. Is that maybe what I'm picking up on, like your happiness, and when you're learning, you got to be happy, or what happens when you get not happy?
Okay, so I'm rarely ever not happy.
Okay.
But that's only because I chanted for the last 40 years. if I go for like a month without chanting, which I've never done, but I've done like 2 days because I just was so busy I forgot. Shit starts going bad, and then I can get miserable. But I realized, oh shit, I just need to sit down and just chant to my gohonzon, which I can't show you right. We're not supposed to show it, but it's a scroll we chant to that represents your life. So in Buddhism, we believe that everyone has these 10 worlds as a natural thing in their life, and they could, if they call forth their highest life state, which is Buddhahood, which is Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, it just moves your dominant state, whatever it might be, higher, and then all of a sudden you start affecting reality as opposed to reality affecting you.
Now, I must say, the chanting, I did not even know. You told me Tina Turner was into it, and a lot of musicians are into it because the voice frequency because it's Chinese language, correct? Or is it just, like, what language is this translated from, first of all? So
Nam comes from Sanskrit, which is the little stone that the Indians put on their, that's a Namu stone. Mm-hmm. It either means devotion to or oneness with their God, or it means devotion to their husband if they're married. So it depends on the person who's wearing it. So devotion,
Nam means devotion.
Yeah, already become one with.
So the moment you say Nam, you're already devoting to the cause.
And becoming one with,
Okay, got it.
Myoho is the wondrous law, which is, Myo is everything you can't see. Ho is everything that you do see.
Meow. Wait.
So it's like the yin and yang.
Well, cats say meow.
Yeah, meow. So meow.
So wait, cats are chanting.
Maybe.
At least meow.
Yeah,
meow.
They're doing a little bit. So Renge means lotus blossom.
Renge.
Myoho Renge Kyo is actually
Myoho
Japanese transliteration of the characters from Chinese.
Okay, gotcha. Because I wanted to explain to them, possibly if they're not familiar, that it is the frequency of, even when we say like Om and those the throat actually is what breaks into the frequency of the matrix or whatever is around it. That noise from your throat, your mind, body, and soul being into it is it's the frequency that breaks through frequency. I'm just trying to understand it's not even religious. This is scientific. Sound breaks through the barriers of something that needs to be shooken up or calmed.
They did a study in New York. I forget when it was. Sometime in the...
I'm so loud. I'm sorry.
Sometime in the 80s, they did a study where they took mice and they just had different mantras. Mm-hmm. One of them was who. I don't know if you ever heard who.
Who?
Yeah.
Wait.
There's a mantra. Yeah, it's.
What does that mean?
Who? I don't know. This cult did this mantra called Who. They're really big.
But it wasn't the English Who.
It was
just the sound Who.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then yoga, they do
Aum.
Right? And then they had all these different other chants
with
and different
mice.
But the ones that did the Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, those ones were the health problems went away, everything. The other ones had positive things because any sound vibration usually does, but the mice that had this one did better than all the mice. So I don't know why.
Oh, there was a guy that told me somewhere here in San Diego. I love San Diego just for all of the eccentric people speaking on these things on a high level, right? He said he worked for the government and they did something on mice where it was so powerful that the damn mice never died. That was the end of the classified document for the government. The damn mice never died.
They don't want humans to learn it. That's what they're like.
They took it away. It's classified.
Yeah, it's classified.
It's classified, and it's
because you might not have any health problems.
And it's a special frequency where the damn mice never died.
Yeah, you might not need to go to the pharmacy.
And that's in a classified document, by the way. So it's very interesting. I'm still yelling.
That's okay. You can relax. So, in the Buddhist practice, I feel it's everyone I've introduced to it. It's helped them in every way of their life.
Yeah.
First of all, it just you're gonna find yourself in a higher life state of those 10 worlds more often.
Mm-hmm.
To where you no longer are thinking about how other people are treating you,
Mm-hmm.
or how the universe is treating you, because you're thinking about how you can affect other people positively.
Okay.
That's usually what happens with most people that start channeling.
Okay, first of all, for people that are complaining about the camera quality, it's not the iPhone, it's a phone. And if you can hear us and even just see fuzzy versions of us,
yeah, don't worry.
It's okay. As long
all
the
good.
audio is actually more important, and the fact that you can see forms and it doesn't have to be HD, that's okay. Just appreciate what we have. We got a lot of stuff going on. My bad. I'm not on my phone, which is the Apple.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry we don't have Apple for
I've never had an Apple
audience,
anything.
For whoever's complaining about it. All right.
That's why I don't read them things.
Whatever. Anyway, I bet you when I watch it back, it looks like we're back in the 1998.
That's cool. I like 1998. It's because that's where I grew up in the 80s.
So it's
and 90s.
video quality 1998. Let's go. Next.
Perfect.
All right, let's go.
So what made you first move to California? When you originally came?
COVID.
You came during COVID.
Yeah, during
because
COVID.
I couldn't handle it.
So I was going through a lot of splitting away from, splitting up from, and disintegrations in my personal life in so many different directions during that time with my business, my family, that it was time the lease was up and we had to make decisions and children involved and so many things that luckily I have a great family on my children's side that saw my emotional breakdown, and everything that I've done for the household was always held up on a pedestal, that they just said, you need to go and find your, like my ex-fiance, amazing father, by the way, he said, you need to go find your womanhood. I got the kids. Go.
Wow.
Literally, he's like, take it where you need to go, not to get rid of me. It was so emotional for him because he saw something happening to me during COVID. I even lost I'm already skinny and I lost 30 pounds. And I was skinnier than this, and I wasn't looking well. I wasn't feeling well, and I wasn't doing well. And they were really concerned, and even people who were watching me concerned. And it was just time for me to make a decision for my life individually. And West Coast is, that was just my journey, and long way ticketed here and been here ever since. And jeez,
it's been a ride.
I'm still on the ride. But
there's, the song, Welcome to the Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. That's what it is. You get
No, I don't
here.
know that song, but damn, I think I went into that portal.
Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place.
Oh, God.
So it's about a drug trip. It's about being so drugged up you can't never go back home.
Oh, God,
to wherever you're going.
Well, it's kind of like a drug traveling here from East Coast living. The palm trees get you high. The weather in December, it was freezing over. I land and it's 75
I can't stand
degrees.
cold weather. I can't stand cold weather.
So that was a high for me.
Yeah.
And my family wants to end up here on this side anyway.
Okay, good.
So their plans is to come my way.
Okay.
And we're just figuring things out, and there's love involved with this journey that I'm on. Even though I'm on my lonesome right now, I am not alone. So this is why I'm here. I'm starting all over at 42 years old. Yet again.
Wow. So a little more about me. The Buddhism, I wrote a couple books. Another book is what's it called? The collected writings from Sofia University, which is about 1,000 pages from my university days. But in that, I go through I have 3 volumes: politics, philosophy, and then cultural criticism. Mm-hmm. But I've always written, so all my music is based on all these things too. I've written over 100 songs. Later, you guys will get the links to all my stuff. I have CDs. People don't buy CDs anymore, but you can buy the downloadable stuff online. I'm working on my 3rd album right now. This is one of my albums.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my 2nd album coming.
This is my
next year.
This is my
oh,
second
you
album.
have a copy of your. You know what? I want this because I have an album out.
That's yours.
This for me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Can you guys see this on the low quality camera?
You can get that from
All right.
Amazon. You can get it from.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's online.
You're gonna make me buy a
Spotify.
CD player.
No, that's just keep it for
in the very near future. I'm gonna buy a CD.
But you can look that up, and that's on YouTube. The whole album.
Tim Janakis, The Beginning Is Here. That's what it's called.
Oh, I released it. Guess what date I released it?
I don't want to guess.
December.
Don't say December 11th, because...
No, what was the date that the world was supposed to end in 2012?
December 21st.
Yeah, I released it December 21st, 2012? Yeah.
You released this...
That's why it was called The Beginning Is Here, because everyone was saying the end is near. So I said The Beginning is here.
Interesting. I'm really going to listen to this.
Yeah, because actually I have the calendar there, the Mayan calendar.
I saw that.
It's a cyclical thing, just like Buddhism. There was no ending or beginning. That was just
I really think
the
world did end, and I think 2020 was some weird glitch, and COVID happened because of the glitch, and it's had something to do with futuristic time travel, and that's why Trump is in office, because his grandfather comes from time travel. Come on, there's something going on. 2012. I think there's a gap between.
Did you know his grandfather was the person, when they seized all of Tesla's files, his grandfather got them all?
No.
Or his father?
First of all, seriously, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Second of all, Elon being a part of the whole thing, in his thing, because I don't know
when Tesla got
I'm just saying,
all of his stuff seized.
You're talking about Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, Nikola Tesla.
But Elon, who owns the company Tesla, is now or was involved with Trump.
I know. But everyone knows that it was Trump's grandfather, I think, that got all
I wonder if they were sharing secrets about Nikola's work, him and Elon. I wonder if that was
probably.
Interesting. I didn't know. I actually want to read the book by his grandfather.
There was also a book called The Last President, where the main character's name is Baron Trump. And it was in the 1800s it was written.
Baron Trump?
Which is his son.
His son's name is
Baron Trump. But The Last President, it's a book from the 1800s.
What?
And it's all about this tycoon from New York.
He becomes
the president.
So it was written in the 1800s, though.
Yeah. It's called The Last President.
I did not know that.
And also, speaking of something like Charlie Kirk, did you know there was a movie where Charles Kirkland was a famous guy just like Charlie Kirk, and he got shot in the neck? And that was from like 19-something, I think it was. And it was almost the same story as Charlie Kirk.
No.
It was a movie. I forget the name of the movie, but look up Charles Kirkland, who gets killed got shot in the neck.
So you discover a lot of parallels between.
Yeah, there's so
like
many.
That.
I call it predictive programming, and a lot of people do.
Yeah. Because
I think the people who are controlling the world tell us what they're going to do before they do it. So they believe. You're reading at the same time.
Yeah, because someone mentioned his uncle John Trump or something with Tesla as well. Yeah, so you can read very well. Yeah.
So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, even Charlie. There's so many things. So, if you guys haven't heard of predictive programming, almost everything that happened, even COVID, there were movies that had the exact same story in them before. About.
Oh, let me get the book that I found here while you're talking, actually.
Is that the one I just pulled over there?
No, the book about the masculine family.
Oh, wow, okay.
You don't know? This is your book.
I know. I have, in my apartment, I have about 400 books.
It's called The War of Magic. Do you know that he was involved in the war with Hitler, World War II, with his magicianry and his black magic?
Wow.
Because he was able to make peninsulas disappear. He was able to confuse Hitler's people, make planes go crazy. He created ghost ships with actual ghosts and entities on the waterways to confuse the Germans. Like, it's a true story.
Okay. I'm going to read that after
Magic gang.
Well, the thing is, I deliver for Whole Foods all day, and I go to the rich neighborhoods, and all these books that I have are ones I muscle tested when I see these little libraries.
Yeah.
And this was one I'm like, okay, I'm going to take that one. And I haven't, like a million of these I haven't read yet.
They're the first family that created the first society of magicians in Europe.
Well.
Yeah. But.
So the ruling elite of the world, they believe that if they tell us ahead of time what they're going to do, they crazily think that they are going to be absolved of the karma, because we already supposed to know
absolved of the karma.
Of the karma, because we allowed it to happen, because they already told us it was going to happen.
I think that's very smart and very elite.
Yeah, that's what they think.
I'm not anti-elite. If they are smart enough to be at the beginning point of a thought, and they say we get no karma from it because you guys allowed the ripple to affect you because we said it, that's very elite.
Yeah, so
I didn't say it's not dangerous.
Anthony Fauci told right when he got in office, Trump, he said you're going to have a big, huge pandemic hit you.
Well,
so they had a plan. They had 7 rehearsals for it. One of them was Operation Dark Winter. One of them was Event 2201. One of them was called. Wait,
but when was Trump in office first? Before the
2016.
2016. They said this to him.
Oh wait, was it 2016? No.
Yeah, I don't know what.
When did Hillary and him get
inaugurated? I don't know.
16, wait, 16,
I
17?
lost count of
17, 18, 19.
presidential years.
Yeah, because it was his last year of his administration, wasn't it? Someone's probably telling us. I thought it was 2016 election. So he became president in 2017 because the election was 2016.
Okay.
So 2017 to 2018 to 19 to 20 to 21.
So he was during COVID. He was president.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Anthony Fauci warned him at the beginning. There's going to be a huge epidemic hit.
And it was.
Yeah. But they also told it in all their scientific papers, in their journals.
And Biden had to deal with the after effect of COVID.
Well, he was put into power so that he can release he could force everyone to take the vaccine, because Trump wouldn't have done that.
So it was an in-between COVID aspect between Trump and Biden, though.
Yeah.
Like during the pandemic.
Yeah, during the pandemic when no one could physically vote, and everyone had to send in their ballots, so no one could really see whether everyone voted, and they could just make up whatever they want.
Well,
I think it was a total stolen election. But anyway, I didn't vote for either Trump nor Biden or Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris.
I voted one time in my life.
Really?
Yeah, and that was when Obama got voted into office, because I was on that train.
Yeah. I voted for him both times too, but after the first presidency, he turned against everything he said in his campaign, so I didn't support him. But I still voted for him. Okay, that's one of them. Don't worry, that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, so wait, I know we're there's no particular topic.
Yeah, no.
But do you want to get into the topic of dreaming?
Yes, let's get into that. Let's get into that.
First of all, would you like to share your story of you being a walk-in or not? Or maybe I already told you.
Yeah, let me do the walk-in first.
Oh, okay, because that was very personal and I still said it.
Yeah.
So he remembers walking into his body. So he wants to tell you a story about, because this is how he knows how to lucid dream, is because he remembers walking in. So if you would like to tell them the story.
So when the boy was 2 years old, Timothy Janakis.
The boy.
Even that I am.
So this was another boy that was named Timothy Janakis.
He wanted to get out of his life because his parents were fighting. So my mom and dad were fighting all the time, and he purposely got his little pony. The truck next door to him got backed over and hit him, and he fell on the ground. As soon as he hit the ground, I was in his body. I don't know how I got there.
Wow.
I just knew that I made a decision with him before he came here, that if he wanted to leave, he'll leave, and I'll take over.
But did you know him from that side?
I have no idea.
You ever watched the movie Mr. Nobody?
No.
Oh my gosh! If you watch that movie, it's about a never-ending beginning and end story of no ending, of a Mr. Nobody that remembers everything.
Oh wow!
That he's so old that he can't die, but he's like So they show a scene of all the babies getting ready to come into a thing, and they show that process. And there are certain privileged ones, I do believe, that are held in that regard for a reason. And then there are some that are not, and they have no idea. But that movie depicted that. And then he said he was born with a bow in the middle of his lip because he was a part of the crew that was supposed to keep everything a secret. And so behind the dimension, they taught him this, which created their lips this way. And that's why he was born with the lips he was born with, or something. Like, whoa. So the shushy babies and the talkative ones and the this ones and the that ones, they were categorized, and they were friends in that dimension. Whoa. And then they all had to pick their parents and come to Earth and, like, do things. Whoa. And they remembered. So I'm wondering if he was like your friend on that side, maybe.
So, yeah, I believe I haven't done the regression to find out. Someday I'm going to do the regression. Actually, my cousin does past life regression, so I'm going to do a regression therapy with her.
Okay.
And see if she can bring me back to my walk-in experience. Because that would be amazing if I can remember it.
But you do know that much, that you were in.
Yeah, I just remember that's when my life started on this planet, in this body. And I remember that I was so much older than the kids my age. I just knew that because I always wanted to hang out with my mom. I wanted to hang out with all the people in the Buddhist practice because she was practicing Buddhism.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting on her lap listening to the senior leaders in the organization give guidance, and I would know the answers they were going to talk about from 2 years old.
Okay.
I knew all the Buddhist philosophy. I just knew it instinctively. And when I did regression,
I believe you.
I was a priest in the 1200s along with the guy who made this. I was the third high priest of that in my past life regression. But anyways, so I became a walk-in. So after that, my mom got my dad put in jail for drug dealing, and she ran away and changed our name and moved to Orange County. We lived in Laguna Beach. She moved to Costa Mesa. And I remember the first few times living at the house in Costa Mesa, the apartment, lucid dreaming. I was like 3 or 4 years old. Mm-hmm. The first time I remember lucid dreaming, I had a babysitter who was also in the Buddhist practice, but instead of chanting really fast and sounding like Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 hers sounded like Namo Renge, 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 Namo Renge. So she put us to sleep, and I'm 3 years old, and then she starts. I went to bed in my room, and then she starts chanting Namo Renge, Namo Renge, Namo Renge, Namo Renge, Namo Renge. And in my dream, I'm having a dream, and I hear my babysitter doing this pneumonia. So at that point, at 3 years old, I go, oh, this is a dream because she's chanting, and she just put me to sleep.
Oh, wow.
That's the first time I remember lucid dreaming. So you heard
what was going on outside of you, and inside of your consciousness, you remember that she's doing that and you're in a dream.
Yeah.
You know, that could be very dangerous because that could be a scary situation for a certain type. So it's interesting.
For me, no, it was great.
Not you. Okay.
Because
some people can feel stuck in between worlds.
I knew when it's a dream, I can do whatever I want. It's not going to have any consequences because it's not real. At least, I think now it's a real, we call it the phase state consciousness in astral projection and lucid dreaming. Mm-hmm. You can actually gain information about the past, about the future, about anything in that state. Yeah. And you can learn things, and you can do all kinds of stuff. But what I did as a kid, I went to the tops of the cabinets and got all the candy and ate all the candy because that's what a kid.
So from a kid's point of view, you were doing what you wanted to do, but you knew you were dreaming.
I was dreaming, yeah.
So did you pick up on any techniques, or did you happen to feel and sense what worked each time for you to become conscious?
So I didn't learn about all the aspects of lucid dreaming until I discovered a free book online, which is called The Phase. You can get it. It's a huge book. It's a PDF, and it's put out by the School of Out of Body Travel, the OBE Institute. OBE stands for OBEE, Out of Body Experience Institute or something. But anyway,
out of body. So they still consider it out of body. When you dream, they really consider out of body.
Yeah, Because both lucid dreaming and astral projection are in the phase state.
It's very interesting because when I think of dreaming, I automatically think of inside of my consciousness that is inside of me. I don't necessarily think that I'm outside.
Once you read this book, you learn how to, once you realize you're asleep, how to roll out of your body. And then if you look back, you're going to go right back into your body. But if you don't look back, you can go do whatever you want, and your body's still here.
So we are out of our body.
We're out of our body.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
That's what, at this point.
We're out.
I think maybe that is step one on the unofficial how to, because is step one is recognizing that it's out of body.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the first realization, because again, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I forgot that there is out of body
experience
with dreaming.
Yeah.
I think I'm inside somewhere in my head.
No.
Okay.
So once I read this book, I learned how to do. And then I read a few other books about it, and then I made 3 videos on my YouTube channel, which are, I'll put the links later to my YouTube channel. I changed my YouTube channel because they started taking down all my videos during the pandemic, and they started shadow banning me and doing everything. So I rebelled, and I changed the name of my channel to Californians for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. because all I did is read the introduction to his books, even his books that had nothing to do with pandemic. And they would give me a strike. And they would take down the... Wow. Just reading the introduction to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. book called A Letter to Liberals. In that introduction, there's nothing about the pandemic. But they said it's a medical misinformation. Just reading his book, introduction.
No free speech of expression of even reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they took down all my reading books stuff. So during the pandemic, I changed it. And then they shadow banned everything. So I've been moving over to Rumble, but Rumble does, it's more right-wing stuff, so I don't consider myself right-wing, so they don't promote my stuff, because they only promote right-wing shit on Rumble. So it's like, It's kind of crazy. But anyway, so when I learned lucid dreaming, I have 3 videos you guys should check out, which she'll put the link to my YouTube channel, so you guys can learn how to astral project and how to lucid dream. It's really easy. What you have to do is, once you realize you're dreaming, you have to go like this. Try to do it now. Clip your nose and try to breathe through your nose. You can't, right? As soon as you do that in your dream and you realize you can breathe while you're clamping your nose.
Oh, while you can breathe.
You breathe because you're not really clamping your nose.
Seriously?
You're clamping your energetic body nose that can't be shut.
Well, you know what? I have a similar experience from advice that I got from my crew in the council of wherever, somewhere in the galaxy, trying to teach me. But the first thing that they told me was, the moment I even recognize I am in a dream, the first thing you do is take a breath, take another breath, and feel a breeze. Look at your hands.
Look at your hands. That's one of the things.
And keep breathing.
Yeah. So any type of body stimulation.
Yeah.
So if you rub up against something, if you rub up against the wall, if you touch yourself, if you look at something close, or if you rub your hands and watch it, anything that you're using your body to stimulate your body, you'll ground in the phase.
Ground in yourself.
And you won't slip back to your body and wake up.
Now, you know what I was also taught in my personal teaching is, it was something about certain prints or certain colors that will knock me back into my sleep state and have me wake up from the dream. And I was being tested. It was weird because in one dream I was told the rule, and in another dream I was tested with the rule.
Wow. And
it was zebra print. Zebra print knocks me out of the dreams. So I'm walking and I'm lucid and I'm happy. And I see a girl walk down the street with zebra print sneakers. I get so upset and I'm leaving the dream now and I'm back and I said, fuck the zebra print. So I don't know if it's individualized or for me, so I don't know why.
Anytime I'm starting to feel like I'm going back into my body, I will palpate everything. So just rub something, rub your body against something, rub your hands, look at your hands up close, or The last state is if you still feel like you're slipping in your body, dive head first into the ground. First 2 times I did it, it scared the fuck out of me.
Well, when you know you're dreaming, you know you can
do anything.
You can do anything, right? Yeah. I felt like when I really did it in a more adult way, I felt like I was in a video game for real. Like I was in a virtual reality game, and I'm walking, and I know where the neighborhood looks a little.
It looks
familiar.
a lot different. Like
I know it, but I don't. Okay. Oh shit, I'm dreaming. Right.
Yeah. Everything's a little different.
Right. So then I was hungry. There was a taco truck. I'm dreaming, but I'm slowly like grounding. I'm like, oh my God, I want to stay in this dream. I'm hungry. I want a taco. I go to the taco truck. I'm ordering a taco consciously in my fucking dream. I'm like, I swear to God, if I have this taco in my dream, I made it. I got knocked out of the dream. Why? Because of my lack of belief in my money. I did not believe I was going to have money in my bag when I opened it to buy the taco. Okay. And as soon as I didn't believe
next time, all you got to do is tell the taco guy, listen, this is my dream. Okay. So then I started dreaming in junior high school, and my best friend Marty was a total troublemaker. So I said, Marty, check this out. I'm dreaming. And he's like, what are you talking about? So I go, watch this. I picked up the chair in the classroom, and I threw it through the window. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is my dream. Marty, I go like this. Breathe. And he did it. He goes, oh, my God, it is.
Oh, shit. Wait, so you also experienced shared dream? Like, do you think your friend Marty actually remembered that part? No. Do you think he was actually in your dream?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I've had clients who listened to my 3 audios, and we made a plan that if we dream tonight to try to find each other.
Okay. All right. So a dream.
But every time they found me, I didn't remember it.
Okay.
And when I found them, they didn't remember.
Okay. All right.
But we can do healing on each other.
Uh-huh.
So this is the cool thing. If you know you're dreaming and you can ground yourself enough, close your eyes or go to a door. And before you open the door, close your eyes and say, behind this door, there's going to be a refrigerator. And open the door and there's a refrigerator. When you go to the refrigerator, before you open the door, close your eyes and say, I'm going to open the door of the refrigerator. In that,
you have to really walk yourself through steps, really. Like, you have to tell yourself, this is going to happen.
Yeah, you close your eyes.
And then you have to see it happen in order for you to stay grounded in belief.
Yes.
You know, have your
So
belief.
the whole time that you're doing this, you're touching the refrigerator, you're touching the door, you're looking at the handle up close just to make sure you're grounded before you walk through the door. Okay, I don't want to go back into my body, so I look at the walls as I'm walking. I can see the refrigerator's there, but I want to touch the walls. I want to rub against the walls. I want to do something to ground myself.
Well, what if we're dreaming in cycles? Like, for instance, when it's daytime here in LA, for instance, in Japan, they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Who's to say that we're not in their dreams, and then when we sleep, they're not in ours? You know, like different time zone and other people. I think Asian people have this thing about being ahead of us into tomorrow already. Yeah. That they've dreamt. Or it's something about the dream world that they have secrets to. And I think they can travel through their dreams because they are the first, or they are so far ahead in sleep world that they might be dreaming us up. Because we're lagged behind. And it's like it's what is it?
But someone just
Tuesday over there. I mean Wednesday almost. Right?
So the day was just decided by someone in England that decided that the day starts in Greenwich, England. But it's all relative.
I mean, still, we've agreed to it
we've
long.
We've all agreed to it. Yeah,
it really is Tuesday in a lot of parts of Asia.
Yeah.
And Africa.
So anyway, let me talk about the refrigerator thing.
Okay.
So once you get to the refrigerator, you close your eyes and you say, I'm going to open this refrigerator. There's going to be a potion in there. So say you have some disease.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Say you have cancer.
Yeah.
When I drink this potion, it's going to get rid of my cancer.
Whoa, that's powerful lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
For self. If you're really going where you're going right now, I didn't even expect you to
Yeah, because it actually will, whatever you close your eyes and say is in the refrigerator, when I drink this, it's going to help me cure this or this. It actually works.
Wow.
Because your mind is creating reality. Mm-hmm. So that's what Buddhism believes, that everything is created by your consciousness.
Well, the thing is, the person's consciousness, when they do wake up from that particular dream, though, and their life is not on the frequency of that dream, do you feel that the dream creates a ripple parallel effect that they will receive a proof of that in a medicine form or some form, or a joyful form, or is there an oppositional point? Like I was telling you, a crash point when I've been, my issue being on the up and up, and then something just knocks it out.
So that's a
I
program.
said it in my dream, and then I wake up, and then I lose my whole purse. And
so can I do a little healing on that? Can I do a little
break
healing
my
on that?
ankle the next day.
Can I do a little healing on that?
Sure.
Everywhere you've aligned and agreed with or resisted and reacted to the idea of the other shoe's always going to drop, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Okay, right and wrong, good and bad, online, put and puck.
Okay, I want to be completely aligned in the same directional form of my consciousness.
So when you guys discover my YouTube channel, you're going to see that I had a healing call-in show when I lived in Japan for 7 years, where people from around the world called in, and I did energy healing, I did body code, emotion code, access consciousness, theta healing, matrix re-imprinting, and a few other healing modalities. So what I just did on her was called access consciousness. And whether you hear this in the future, if whatever I ask her on these access consciousness clearings, you say yes or think yes, it'll clear for you too, because we all have these programs. So let's try one more just so you guys can see how it works. So everywhere you've decided, there's always a balancing out of good and bad, where if you have some good, you're going to have some bad. Will you destroy and uncreate everything that creates that as a reality for you?
Yes.
Okay, right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and puck, shorts, was man. I'm rubbing my hands over my head because I do body code, and that's how I do the clearing in body code. Access consciousness just does the right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot, puck, shorts, boys and beyond. You can look that up on YouTube. They have access consciousness clearing statement. It's just a whole bunch of short speak for clearing processes that they used to spend months doing, and now it's just done quick because our subconscious mind or our deepest conscious mind is connected to everything. So whatever you change on a deep subconscious level is going to change everything in the universe because you're connected to everything.
Sometimes the change is sudden, that it's not necessarily dangerously sudden, but it is sudden.
Yeah.
Do you know, I went into Michael's today to get a deck of cards, by the way. Hold on. I swear. Where are they? Because I love cards, and I actually do. No, I gotta show.
Like tarot type of thing?
No, deck of cards, poker cards. I got these cards from Michael's. They're called Cowgirl. It was on clearance for $1. It was the last deck of cards in a whole store. Mm-hmm. Now, Cowgirl Club. These are for kids. When I got this to pay at the register, a man behind me said, "Excuse me, is that your money? Because I see you dropped a $10 bill." I picked it up because I didn't. I said, I pulled it apart. It was another bill next to the $10. And I said, "You found it. Do you want it? Because it's not mine." And I didn't drop it. He said, "No, it's okay." So it was $11. I made $11 by buying the deck of cards that I really, really wanted for my work and stuff. And they're kids' cards from Michael's that cost $1. And I made $11 from the ground. And it's like that, the chanting and stuff like that. Like that is the type of stuff.
Okay, so when I first started chanting.
Anyway,
When I first started chanting when I was like 6 or 7, when I started really every day when I was 10 or 11 or 12, but when I was 6 or 7, I just tried to try it out here and there with my mom. Yeah. We were poor. We were super poor when I grew up. And I would find $5 and $10 everywhere. And in the 70s, $5 bought my whole family dinner. Oh,
gosh. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So I used to do that all the time. And I would give it, you know how the person gave the experience at the meeting? We had the little kids meeting.
Yeah.
I would give the experience.
Wow.
Because we were so poor. I was always starving growing up.
Now, I would like to, you know how they say, more of that, please. Uh-huh. That serendipitous moment, I want more of that. So this is a good level for me to start with all the loss that I've been experiencing lately. To me, this kiddish deck of cards, $11 at Michael's on the floor from a man who was very kind, who just thought it was mine and didn't want it. I want that to be an anchor for more of that serendipitousness.
And it could, and it will. It will.
Okay.
It
okay.
will.
I don't want to break that or interfere with that. So
that's the greatest thing is once you start changing your karma. So let's talk about karma because it first came from Hinduism. In Hinduism, karma was a negative thing. Mm-hmm. In Buddhism, karma is a positive thing. So karma is the storage of all the negative and positive you've ever done. And the more positive you've done, the more positive things happen to you. The more negative things you've done, the more negative things happen to you.
Right.
But by creating an overwhelming energy, by chanting, you actually, that negative storage of karma gets eradicated.
Eradicated.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
From your life.
From your life. So you'll never have to experience it again.
Okay, so it really clears it out.
Yeah, it totally gets it out.
Or does it?
And this is from thousands and thousands of lifetimes you've lived on this planet and other planets.
Still kind of lingering around me.
It gets rid of it, and you realize that once you change your karma. And everyone has. Some people have bad financial karma. Some people have bad relationship karma. Some people have bad health karma. Some people have this. But what you realize when you start fundamentally changing it, when you start chanting, it's gone. You're never going to experience that again. You might have a little bit of it, but you know that that's not your life.
And
anymore. You start accepting shit just showing up.
You do see changes.
You start just accepting the shit just showing up good for you.
I feel like I have a line of future self sending me energy from my unseen point of view. Yeah. And I don't know if everyone has this. I think it's a privileged point of view. I've earned that privilege for some reason. It's not that I'm special or more special, but the fact that I made a video and told them the place I was staying at caught on fire. Yes. I got video of the fire engines, everything. I haven't shared that with them, but I have it. I lost things. I made a video telling people, I'm going away. I might need a sleeping bag and a tent and a prayer. Because I am homeless for real. I might be sleeping outside. I'm going to San Diego. I don't know what the fuck. The fact that I'm here with you a week and a half later, and there is a point, guys. I'm not staying here, living here. No. We're working on a plan, and I am moving very soon and getting my housing situation together still. But this is even something that I couldn't envision, didn't ask for necessarily, still have. So I think I do have a positive tunnel coming from somewhere out of all of the fuzziness and swampy, dark, weird shit that's been the majority of my experience. This is a part of that tunnel of light. Yeah. But it's coming from future backwards. Yeah, it's not coming from anything from the past. So I don't know what that is, but it's light. Light to me is future. It's vision ahead. But if I don't have that vision consciously, I feel like I have angels. Let's try to talk a little quiet only because we have neighbors. Oh gosh, see, we're getting so loud. I'm just loud in general. Anyway, it is getting late, but we're gonna. So in lucid dreaming, if you do listen to my 3 audios, you'll learn a lot. And if you get that book, The Phase State Consciousness, or it's called The Phase, by the School of Out of Body Travel. It's amazing. But yeah, that's one thing you can do is you can drink potions. You can also go to we were like your work. So you can go to I tried to dive between Japan and Okinawa. There's pyramids under the water. Yeah. But when I went in the water, something kept pushing. I tried to swim down and I could see something way down there, but I couldn't see it clearly. It was all fuzzy, and the water kept pulling me up to the top. So finally I woke up because I couldn't swim down. So something kept me from seeing those pyramids. Okay. But you can actually go, if you learn to, in your lucid dream, you can learn to fly. You can just it always works. Just fucking flap your hands. Just go up high up in the sky. Close your eyes and think, I want to go to the time when the pyramids were built. And just dive bomb down, and before you hit the ground, open your eyes and you'll be there. I go through walls. Yes. We dive through windows, we dive through walls, everything in your dreams. You dive. I get pulled in by an entity. I have assistants in my dreams, and I don't see them. They're always behind me. But they've taught me how to deal with the discomfort, the temporary discomfort of them holding me.
Oh, wow.
And it's a frequency that it's like alien, and it's scary. If I freak out, that's when I might go through a sleep paralysis. And they tell me, deal with it. You can trust me. You can't see me, but I'm holding you. Deal with the discomfort. Once I relax in the discomfort, they fly me places. I don't fly on my own.
I've had that. I've had where someone's pulling me. Something's pulling me.
Yeah, and that has been interesting.
Yeah. Which some people get scared. I never get scared because I always know I'm still in the dream and I'm gonna go where I need to go in the dream. I'm gonna learn from the dream. Let's go on to something else. Lucid dreaming. Yeah, you can learn a lot about lucid dreaming. What else can we talk about?
Well, I mean, we can. Let's see if there's any questions.
Okay, let's do that.
Have some people on.
No, I don't read.
No.
This.
Oh.
There's some people, but I don't like to read.
Before I refresh, maybe another.
Okay, I might as well look. I see some comments, but let's see. My eyes are too bad. I can never read. I'm not going to try. My eyes are too bad. I'll read it when it gets on the computer.
So we're going to post his YouTube channel, or I'm going to post it as soon as we're done, because I didn't have his exact links. So I'm going to make sure I go into the link zone and the description box and add his stuff.
But if you just search online Tim Janakos, TimJanakos, Tim Janakos, you will find all my YouTube channels and my Rumble channels and my millions of other things that I've done. Books, CDs, all that stuff.
Oh, this was something someone said, and this is an issue sometimes with me, looking in the mirror while you're in a dream. I've seen myself. I've been different.
I just saw like eyes. I see these eyes, but they don't look like mine. But I know it's me. It's like me from another dimension. I've
seen myself in some dreams, and I'm just like, sometimes my hair is always long.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm at parties and I'm just like not myself, but I am. I don't know, but I kind of like want to be myself. Like if I'm in a dream and let's say it is like a shared experience, I would want people to see or recognize or know that it was me. And even if I see or sense that another person, being, or entity is in a dream with me, I can sense that it's them, but they don't look fully like themselves, and I just kind of feel that it's a person that I know. I would like for like the image to stay the same. Like if it's me, I look like me. And if you in my dream, I had a dream about you. You was in my dream because I saw you.
Yeah,
not like felt you and like
every time I've looked in the mirror, I've never looked the same.
Oh,
it's always a weird.
Well, maybe that's also a practice.
Might be me in another life, or
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. I would like to. Maybe that's something you could practice, like the refrigerator. Like, I want this. When I look in the mirror, I want to see myself, but not.
But
like,
who is yourself?
That would be a mirror exchange. That would be a revealing factor to me, because I think I would be shown my true self. And
let's talk about lesser self and greater self. Have a seat back here.
Okay, now I was just going to refresh my drink real quick.
Okay.
But go ahead and
I'll start talking about lesser self and greater self.
Please go ahead. I can still hear you.
So in Buddhism, we believe that everyone has an enlightened nature that's always existed, always will exist, and there's no one. You can never. Like some people's perception of Christianity is that you're defiled and you need something outside of you to save you. In Buddhism, you're absolutely perfect. You've never been wrong. You've lived billions and billions of lifetimes. You've created every reality that you've ever had to live through. If you can learn why you're creating realities that don't work, then you can create realities that do work. So, but when we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we naturally will create the reality that's best for our mission, because each one of our lifetimes we have a mission. So one of my missions is writing music. One of my missions is writing books. One of my missions is to teach people about ultimate reality. So you will come to whatever your mission is in your life naturally, and that's your true self. But we all have a lesser self. That's all the programs of our parents, of our culture we were brought up in, the news we've listened to, the school we went to. That creates our lesser self, and our lesser self is that self that thinks it needs something outside of itself to make it better. And your greater self knows it's absolutely perfect. And so the more you can tap into your greater self, and we call that greater self Nam-myoho Renge-kyo. So when we chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, we're calling the name of that true self that's always existed from time without beginning to awaken in our lesser self body so that we can be fully enlightened.
And do you feel like that really affects your physical appearance in this dimension when you wake up from that perspective?
Totally.
Like you have a different glow maybe, or you do feel better and more confident, and you are getting more sexier and more desirable to yourself at least, and things like that?
Definitely.
Okay. So
when I tell people I'm 54, most people don't believe me because they think I'm in my 30s or 20s. That could be partially because I'm a walk-in. When you walk in at 2 years old, you don't have the program of the body completely. The body creates the programs of aging from the first 6 months in the womb at least. They create everything the mom believes about their life and about their getting older and they're going to die because their grandma looked a certain age. We project what we think we're going to look like or what we're going to be or how our health's going to be, and that creates the reality of it.
You're right about that.
But we can be... I know. I read the book Ageless Body, Timeless Mind by Deepak Chopra way back in the 90s. Yeah. And I knew that I wasn't going to age. I was going to live to 130. Because I know that every piece of my body is regenerating. My skin cells are maybe a day old. My stomach lining is about an hour old. The only thing that's 7 years old is my brain, and my heart is maybe 5 years old. Mm-hmm. But all the other parts of my body, my bones are probably about a year old. But the fact that you
consciously know this helps.
Yeah.
Because you have your unconscious aging and non-aging and regeneration, a biological regeneration, and then you have the conscious part that knows what's happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're different.
And trusting it, yeah. So never saying like I'm too old to do this or I'm too old to do that, because when you see me dancing at this karaoke bar, if you ever come to San Diego and you go on Saturday or Friday night to the Lamplighter and see me dancing, you're gonna think like this. There's no way this guy's 50 years old, because I do some crazy dance moves.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you see me on skates, there's no way, because I feel I'm in better physical health than I was in my 30s.
I told you from you telling me your walk-in story that I do believe that I walked into my body before I don't know, 2021. I felt like I had a near-death experience during Hurricane Henry.
Wow.
So I was driving from Queens. I was saying goodbye to my daughter because she was moving to the West as well with her dad. And we watched the end game together, and, she was still in Queens. I'm going back to Jersey. It's Hurricane Henry, but I'm seeing my daughter before I get on any flight. I'm driving. My GPS blows out. I know my way home, but I can barely see. I feel like I got into I was driving my truck into a car accident, and I died for like less than 2 seconds or 2 seconds, and there was an alternate door reality, and something pulled me in, but that something became a part of me or in me, not just saving me, but jumped in me.
Okay.
In order for me to jump a timeline.
Maybe, yeah.
And I accepted it. And then I started changing.
Okay.
I fucking have an album out, and I don't know how to sing.
Uh-huh.
I started, doing things. I know how to produce music and, edit and do things and understand ears of tones. And I'm a music person, and I wasn't like that.
Wow.
So it was definitely a different type of entity that became a part of me, that I'm just different. And like, I don't recognize, I know Taren, and it's so hard to speak this way because you start to feel like if you talk like this, you're going to be accused of having multiple personalities, schizophrenia, so on. Now I'm like separating myself. I'm changing my name all the time. Like, what's going on with her? But there really is an identity, not struggle, that I'm dealing with, but I'm adjusting myself still because I know that, like, Taren is the program thing. To me, she's a thing. And, like, she's cool and everything, but, like, I am something else, and I am not Taren. But I had to learn how to love Taren in order for me to show respect to this body and this life that I do have because of Taren. And so I'm like going through that. I don't know who
don't know about this on my channel. So she was Taren Guy. And all of her YouTube stuff all says Taren Guy, but she's slowly changing it to Skye. Skye. Nefer, what's the last name?
Okay, I'm Sofia Skye.
Sofia Skye, okay.
That is my last and final name, an offer from God.
Okay.
My daughter's middle name is Sophia. Her name is Indigo Sophia. I had a dream about my daughter.
Sophia means peace, doesn't it? Or what does it mean?
She's wisdom.
Wisdom, that's
also.
what it is.
Yeah,
wisdom.
Peace, wisdom, harmonic.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful name, but I named her Sophia, her middle name. In a dream, she told me she wanted to give me her name. And I said, that's your name. She said, no, but my name is Indigo. And I said, but your name is Sophia. She said, I want to give it to you because you gave it to me.
Oh, wow.
So it's your name, Mommy. Sophia's your name. I'm giving you the name.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep this private because, again, she's my Indigo child. She'll be 7 years old in November. She's very special. Special. So
speaking of
she
children,
named me Sophia.
That's my daughter. This is when she came here. Rosina Aiden Kobayashi. She was 7 at that age, 6 or 7.
Oh, and Indigo's gonna be. She's 6.
Wow. Yeah, this was first grade.
Special age.
When she came to for 3 months. Now she's 13, so she's a lot older.
Wow. So, this is literally as of like 2 days ago. So I'm like,
cool.
So I'm like, I was gonna tell you that. I'm like, but I love the name Skye, but Sofia Skye, it feels right. My daughter is okay with it. It's her middle name. I gave it to her. It's not a name from just nowhere. And she really told me in a dream that she wants to give it to me because I gave it to her. And it was a beautiful thing. And why wouldn't I name myself Sophia if my daughter wants to call me Sophia? You know?
Yeah, so
there you go. I don't know. Sophia.
I actually changed my name a lot of times. My birth name is Timothy Giannakis, or at least the body I took over.
Yeah.
But it was spelled Gianakos. But when I went to Japan, I changed it to J-A because they kept saying Giannakis instead of Giannakis, like Japan. So they couldn't pronounce it, so I just changed it to like Japan. But actually, my first wife, I took her name. Her name was Harada.
Oh, you took her name.
So in my novel, Myth Shattering, the main character, which I wrote in 1999, said whenever he gets married, he's going to take his wife's name because he doesn't know what his name is because he was raised by a mother and his mother was raised by a mother.
Okay.
And they all gave their name up to their father.
Yeah.
So he called himself WCX.
Interesting.
Because just like Malcolm X, he couldn't, because they gave their name up to slavery.
Uh-huh.
He could never know his name. That was the missing character, X.
Okay.
So I did the same thing in my novel. I said I was WCX, but I'm going to take my wife's name if I ever get married in the novel.
Okay.
So when I got married my first time, I took my wife's name, Harada. So I was Tim Harada.
Oh, okay.
And I released 3 CDs under that name and 3 books. So then when I divorced, I went through a total identity crisis.
Oh, gosh.
So I actually, for a short while, I became TVC 16 because My mom, there's a song by David Bowie called TVC-15. It's a computer he falls in love with, like an R2-D2.
Yes.
So he goes, my TVC-15, oh, TVC-15. It's this robot girl he's in love with, right?
Okay.
TVC-15.
Yeah.
But my mom's name is Terry Van Campen, which is TVC. So she always put on her license plate, I'm TVC-15.
Oh, that's
so I said,
cool.
I'm TVC-16, the son of TVC-15. So it was so weird in Japan. People are like, what's your name? My name's TVC-16. They're like, what the fuck is that?
Wow.
So I went through this total identity crisis for about...
That's actually really cool,
So I decided to go back to my birth name.
Okay. So the cycles.
Yeah.
Wow. I think this is...
I'm glad I didn't release the CD in TVC-15. Or was TVC-16.
Oh, because of the David Bowie?
Yeah. Well, it might have been... Who knows? I might have got famous under that name.
I started my YouTube channel just as a username, not knowing I was going to become YouTube famous in that mode. And, like, my name was Taren916. Because it was just a username for YouTube.
Username, okay.
It wasn't, like, a branded name. And I went by Taren916 for, like, 8 years. And I went on tour with Dove and L'Oreal in Europe and written up in the New York Times and with Taren916. The fuck is that? My name is Taren.
Was that an area code, 916? Or
it's my birthday.
Oh, that's your birthday. Okay.
But it is San Diego area code backwards.
Oh, that's
619. Maybe that's also something connected to me.
Whoa.
San Diego is the backwards of my birthday in area code.
That's a trip.
Yeah. Taren916. So I was...
So I recommend if any of you guys watching this, listening to this, if you get married, if you're a male or a female, don't take your wife's name or husband's name. Keep your name.
I don't know. I can't be Sofia Skye Guy because that doesn't sound right. I just have to be Sofia Skye. If I get married, I have to take his name because it's got to be something else besides Guy.
Well, you don't have to have any last name.
No, I would take a third name.
Well, if you want to. I'm just saying.
I would take his name.
I never thought I would get divorced, and I got divorced after 4 years. And once you take the name and you change everything, I changed my passport. I changed
It's a big deal.
It is the biggest hassle in the world, especially when you're a writer of books and CDs and publisher of things. Now you have to go back and all those printed copies of books and CDs that people have, and go, I'm going to redo it under my now name. It's kind of like...
Because my album is out under Taren Guy on Spotify, Apple, everywhere. But I really I'm loving already Sofia Skye. Okay. And, like, I'm not trying to be a superstar, though. I actually don't... It's really a passion for me, but I do want to be taken seriously as far as having the amount of resources needed for music videos and styling and actually performing at low-key spots, not stadiums. And I do have a vision for my music, but it's really low-key. Mm-hmm. So I still need a consistent name, but I'm not trying to be a celebrity or anything like that, so...
Well, I tried in the music business for at least 15 years, playing all over the world, and never got famous, but...
Were you trying to get famous? Or
I actually was.
Oh, you were trying.
Since I was 10 years old, that was my dream.
Oh,
but I've kind of, I think over the last 3 or 4 years, I've kind of come to the conclusion I don't really care anymore. I've already written as many songs as I know my music is the greatest.
I really like your music, too.
I know my music is great. Whether people will ever notice my music or not, that's up to them.
Okay.
I've put it out there. I'm going to put out more music when it comes to me. I'm going to write more books. But I'm not going to focus on the idea of getting famous, because all the people that I know that got famous, life's turned to shit.
That's fame, though. That's not necessarily the artistry part of it, but fame has a price. Yeah. And it's a part of your life that is forever changed.
If you're part of the industry, it's terrible. Yeah. The music industry is so corrupt.
Because there are people that are being mobbed that are TikTok famous. Yeah, okay? Yeah. Not even like industry famous.
I gotta plug in this one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're gonna end this one, but we're gonna turn her sideways for a moment because the battery's gonna go out.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn this one up right side just to be crazy.
Do you have to press something?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, it says off?
You're still on.
Okay. Rotate device back.
I know, but we can't with the plug.
Let's just see.
We can't with the plug. It's gonna break the plug.
Okay. Well, I don't think it'll.
The battery's out.
Yeah. Whatever. We're just sideways, possibly. That's not
Okay. So we're sideways.
Anyway,
we're gonna end soon.
Yeah.
It's getting late. I gotta wake up early.
Okay.
But yeah, check out all my stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone, check out her stuff. I'm gonna put her links and stuff too later.
Yes.
We just have to figure out what name she's gonna keep.
And
I think Sofia Skye sounds good.
I like Sofia Skye,
okay.
And because it's my daughter's name, it means even more to me.
Oh, actually, the first CD I ever released was Timothy.
Oh, I like the name Timothy.
Because
do you like people to call you Timothy or Tim?
I did until I went to Japan, and they all said Timoshi. They can't say th.
Oh,
Timoshi.
Yes, you're right.
And I did not like Timoshi. I'm not a she, and I'm not a Timoshi. Okay. You know? That's why I went. Then when I'm Tim, they're Timu. Oh, Timu-san, okay, Timu-san.
Yeah, he did live in Japan for
13 years,
a long time.
And I still do energy healing. I just kind of went on sabbatical once the pandemic hit. If you want to find out more about body code, emotion code, access consciousness, quantum jumping, astral projection, all that stuff, you're going to find it on my YouTube channel.
Okay, so I'm going to make sure I add his links and his Instagram and whatever else he wants to share under the description.
Cool.
Just give me a moment. Of course, you guys can follow me. I have music on Spotify, Apple. It's called Planet Pluto under Taren Guy, TarenGuy. And it's a beautiful album made out of love. And Instagram is now Sophia.the.great_. Sophia the Great. I just went straight ego. Sophia the Great.
No, you're claiming, own, and acknowledge.
That is my new Instagram.
We are all great, and we are all infinite beings, and we are all the oneness and consciousness of all things. And we have to claim, own, and acknowledge it. Sometimes we have to, it's not arrogant to say you're great, because we are all great, and we can choose to fully actualize that. Okay. Just don't lay it down on that. I'll see you guys. Take care. I'm closing out my thing.
Take care.
Oh, shizzle. It dropped.
This was fun and spontaneous, and I hope I wasn't going too loud. And, I will see you guys very soon.